The eyes of fear, once you put bigger locks on your door, buy guns, close yourself off. The eyes of love, instead see all of us as one. Here's what we can do to change the world right now to a better ride. Take all that money we spend on weapons and defense each year and instead spend it feeding, clothing, and educating the poor of the world, which have lived many times over, not one human being excluded, and we can explore space together, both inner and outer, forever.
Okay, so it's going to be a bit more chill. It's a little darker. Hopefully the audio is okay. If it isn't, I'll switch over. Don't worry about it. I'm going to blame Ted up front. This is Ted's idea. It's not a bad idea. It's just circumstances are such. I was like, okay. But I got the green light from Suze, so she's good. So as long as she's good, I'm good. Good. It's all good. No hat, no lights, but we're just going to chill out and hopefully you can see me okay. No toys, no table, no screen, no nothing. We're just going to chill. This is totally a post. It's kind of like at the end of a show, like a comedy show or like a band gig or something, was like, we're gonna go to the bar next door. It's like, and the bar like is like this narrow, and like no one cares. There's like fuck it, where to go? That kind of a thing where you go to like the shittiest bar after a show. Why is my camera still autofocusing? I gotta fix that. I'm sorry. I thought I had that turned off. I don't. I guess I turned it back on. It's my fault. That's okay. So, because I still had things and stuff and things. And you can see in the corner Seuss's vape just like bleeding into the thing. So, yeah. Mood lighting for sure. Absolutely, Jim. Absolutely. So, Jim was asking me about a stage for the Muppets. I don't know. Yes, Bjorn, this just started. I don't know, Jim, that there's been anything made in that scale that we were talking about, because I don't want to spoil why we're asking about it. The closest thing would be anything that would fit the Metallica stuff from McFarlane. Because they're similar in scale, I guess. But even that full set didn't have a drum riser. It didn't have a stage per se. No worries, Ted. I appreciate that, brother. Like, whenever you can, don't worry about it. Just let me know where we're at with everything. You know, it wasn't intentional. Ted brought it up at the last second. I happened to see it, and I was like, fine, I'll do it. Like, why not? Why not? Yeah, Jim. So it's kind of 112. It's 112 enough for what we're talking about for flat platforms, so like a stage and a drum riser. I could see it, but I have a feeling that you are going to have to look at the maker market for something like that for what you're wanting to do with your stuff. I don't know that there's anything official made in the Metallica stuff I'm talking about. It's 20 years old plus, so I doubt that that's. Ted says, I was just joking, but what the hell? What the hell indeed, sir? What the hell? I'm going to give myself some music. You won't be able to hear it, but I will. I've had just enough beer to make it important. And the cat's on the sink again, which is fine, but it's not fine. I'm going to grab her. Excuse me. Don't worry, that weird noise you might have heard was just her hitting a paper bag. It's nothing big. But Ted, yeah, I knew you were joking. I was like, I have nothing else to do. Otherwise, I'm going to cost poor Suze with stuff she doesn't necessarily want to see right now, or stuff that I started watching and it'd be midway through and it's really rude. But I'll pick now to tell her. I was so enamored with Fright Night that I ordered the UK import version. That's supposed to be really good. It has like a 3.5 hour documentary on it, which I promptly found on YouTube and downloaded to watch. Because I can't wait, because I'm a child. She's like smiling with a big grin and nodding. Granted, about half of that grin are the muscle relaxers she just took. Yeah. Because her shoulder and her neck are bothering her really bad. So it further screws all the storage stuff I was looking to do today. But that's all right. Not her fault. We're going to make it all work. Flying kitty, like, yeah, wee. I gotta say, like, I wanted to love the O-ring announcement, but the price point is just stupid. Just like with freaking retro collection or vintage collection, like they're just too much money. I would snap them up if they were $5 to $10 a pop, but they're not. It's stupid. Like, I would pay so much money. Like, I did the math on how much we've spent on Origins. It's not cool. It's a lot of money for that line that we spent. But I love them, and we're going to keep them, so it's good. O-ring, I'm a child. So was chat. Chat was pretty fucking crazy. Like, where's she blowing O-ring out? And because it was Tony's chat, we had to mute that. But in my chat, I'd be like, let it fly. I don't give a shit. I say that now. Wait till we get monetization, which is slowly getting there. We're well over the halfway mark. So by Christmas, presumably, we'll be there. So I might be a little bit more cagey about language at that point. We'll see. I agree with Nerd Rage. Storm Shadow and the Bat were definitely the high points for classifieds. I did pre-order some because they're not supposed to come until like January or April, which is like I can handle that. I pre-ordered a 3-pack. Had Storm Shadow and the Officer, and I ordered an extra Officer just because I've always liked the Cobra Officers better. And these are the first classifieds I've ever wanted. I've been getting just bombarded with people finding the RAM cycles with Breaker because I was trying to broker one for Jim, and I've already got that one taken care of as far as I know, Ted. He just said he'd ship that, but I went ahead and grabbed another one from somebody else because, like, I want one now. I already have the cycle, though. That's the weird thing. James Salzberg sent me the cycle, which I'm totally going to use, but I'll customize it now. I'm going to get an original with the figure and all that. It's happening, kids. It's happening. So, and y'all are going to hate me for it, but classifieds is my way of having more control over my GI Joe desires, because I can handle spending $20 to $40 on a figure in the classifieds line over spending $30 to $100 for a 3 3/4 inch figure that's going to break. So if I'm going to spend my money in irresponsible ways, at least it's something that's new that won't break as quickly. The Spirit looks amazing. I did pre-order a Croc Master as well, Bjorn. Thanks for reminding me. Fuck. Like the articulated Icons Ninja better than the Storm Shadow. I do too, which is why you need to watch the unboxing on Monday. He said spoilery. I still need the one that we talked about. I need at least one from you. I need one from you. I got one from somebody else. I need one from you as well. So let me know where we're at with that. Hence my believing for classified Action Force Addiction. Dude, I just ordered my first classifieds tonight. The only thing classified that I have had at all is just the cycle itself, which was sent to me because I was asked by Jim Salzberg. It's like, well, did you use the cycle? I'm like, for Action Force, fuck yeah. So that wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a premeditated thing. So if the Action Force impetus, was like a gateway into classifieds, like I totally get it because I have Action Force coming. I'm like, Bjorn, dude, I could have, should have, would have done it on a live stream if I had any idea what was in those boxes. It's a box from you, a box from Gojitron. A box from Gojitron's fucking sick, dude. And then a box from Sal from 2 Cents Toys. It's sick, dude. It is so sick. That's a must watch. If you like unboxings and you like me and you like those people, dude, do not miss that one. It's really good. Jim Largo says, why are you doing an after show when you should be giving a massage? I am giving a massage via electricity. I have a heating pad. And I did also massage her earlier with cream. I used CBD lotion, and I did it. But because even at medium firmness, it was hurting her. So I can't really do that. So we put the cream in there, and then I got her a heating pad with a massage in it, and she just took a muscle relaxer, and she's just like, yo, this is fine, bro. She looks like she's stoned. And she knows I can't really hear her, but go ahead.
I said I am.
She's like, I totally am. So there you go. She's fine. All things considered. Massages hurt, my friend, but thank you for support. I did give her one, though. I wanted that on record. Yeah, the Flint and Lady J, definitely. The Lady J went down in price on Amazon, so keep an eye on the price. If you get them, if you see them, send me a picture right away, and I'll try to respond as quickly as I can because I want both of those figures if they're a good price, as well as 2 packs of the Sixers turtle figures. Yeah, are those the Super 7 or the Playmates? Because if they're Playmates, I'm like, because I really want the Playmates, just the turtles themselves, because they're so cheap. They're like $12. Like, I totally want just the turtles. I might expand later, but for the money, like that's no brainer. Like, absolutely a mark for that shit. Bjorn says, next time I send you something, I'm going to Google figure stands for the minifigures I sent. Appreciate that. You mean the Lego ones? Spoilers, because I already ordered some Lego platforms for them. Just again, I hate to spoil people, but there's only 6 of you in here. Not that I don't appreciate that, but I'm just saying I ordered some Lego platforms and shit. The Playmates ones are the same articulation as the old ones, which weren't crazy articulation. I might be wrong. I do actually, Bjorn. I legit want Flint and Lady J. Absolutely. Okay, so the ones I'm looking at are the retro ones. I like those 2 packs a lot, but I'm mainly looking at the retro TMNT. Just again, just the turtles is all I really want. Jim Largo says it would be nice if they did update classified versions of the original Robot and Hero like Grunt. Yeah, like that's kind of where it looks like it's going. Which turtle are you missing, Bjorn? Yeah, and it's hard to keep track of. So because the price point is good, I'm leaning towards the classic basic. But if someone could sell me on the other stuff and tell me why it's worth more money, like I'm ready to hear it. But I gotta be honest, I really feel like they should have done an Origins approach. Like, Butterfly joins the whole thing, but with this, the scale and sculpt from the original. I think that's not horrible. You'll have to send me pictures because I've seen some stuff, but I haven't seen any turtles in those 2 packs. I've just seen like Bebop, Rocksteady, and stuff like that. But yes, Michelangelo is arguably the best turtle. When I was a kid, I was all about Mikey, but it wasn't long after that I really got into Donatello. As an adult, I definitely appreciate Donatello the most because Bostaff. But Michelangelo is great, dude. He's freaking great. I keep forgetting you can't hear the music. I don't dare play it either. I'm playing copyrighted music in my ears. Let me see if I can pull up some pretzel rocks for you guys and make it friendly, but have it be actually good music, which is a tall order for royalty-free music. We'll try. Where is it? Is it here? No. Where's my pretzel rocks app? Where the hell did I dock that? That's weird. It's weird. Michelangelo is a party, dude. Party! Of course I missed you, James Salzberg. We were just talking about you in a positive way, sir. Where the hell did I put that? So, for those of you who don't know, like, well, none of you know this, but on Windows 10, you have like your icons you can pin. There's an app called Bins that you can create docks within each icon. And I have Pretzel Rocks docked here somewhere, and I'm trying to figure out where I put it. I can't believe it. I've lost it. Oh, it's under music, you dumb shit. Here we go. Hang on. There it is. I found it because I'm so smart. It's like anything else. Like I'm clever. I was losing my mind trying to find something, and as soon as I started looking in earnest away from the desk, I found it in like what 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Instrumental. Let me know how that sounds, chat. If it's too loud, let me know. We'll turn it down. I would rather have a comic accurate 4-pack with the red masks, but all of the ones they've released are either made by NECA or are crazy expensive, so I'm not doing the comic ones at this point. Yeah, I do too. Tomat Zaymot, I would love that in a heartbeat. Welcome, Will McLaughlin. Welcome to the stream. This is super chill, completely informal. We're just doing an after party essentially for the Analog Toy stream. We did a pre-show, and Ted asked completely out of the blue just before I closed the window with the DF. I was like, no. And I went, you know what? Is it okay if I do one? And she said yes, so we're doing one. It's a whole thing. It's a whole mood. Yeah, I plan to tie one on a little bit, which I'm going to regret horribly in the morning. Horribly. She's getting up in the morning to get some stuff done for her neck and shoulders, and then I'm going to nurse the hangover I'm bound to have, and then I'm going to be moving stuff all day. Go me. But it needs to be done, so I'm going to do it. And based upon something we had to do to get the heating pad plugged in, I'm like, oh, it's not going to be that bad. Bjorn, what ones are you talking about, buddy? Send me a link in Discord, and I'll pull it up. And if I'm interested, I'll put it up on stream for you. It is. I have two of them. I have this one, and I have one mint in box, still wrapped. I really wanted the green one, but they didn't have it in stock, so I got the black one. I'll just keep that one as a backup, just in case. I also have like 3 or 4 alternate tanks. You can't see them. And my buddy from Order 42 helps us source flavors, so it's quite good. Does the music sound okay, though? Whoa, hang on. It just jumped. But yes, Susan's right. We are just putting stuff in storage for now. I wish it was that way. You're not that late, Scott. We've only been live for 20 minutes. You're okay. I appreciate you, and I love you. You're awesome. Big Red is a thing. So, like, I have beer. That's my, like, main vice. But for her, it's ice cream and Big Red. I got to keep her in Big Red and ice cream. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. So I try to stay out of trouble. Did you break it, or did you just switch to something else? Got some rust repair on the car. I think you're listing. I know I can't afford it, so I'm not even going to ask what you're asking on it. Anything you get is worth it. I can't do it. I can't. I get a Cyborg because I gave serious thought to maybe I should collect Series 3 and get it done, because someone trolled me on one of Dean's comments. I was saying I was going through the same shit because I finished Series 1 and 2. I have a figure coming to complete that. And, you know, I felt very similar to the way Dean expressed himself with finishing Star Wars. And they're like, well, you don't have Series 3, therefore it's not complete. And I'm like, fuck you. It's complete to me. But prior to seeing that comment, I was like, maybe I should, like, over time get Series 3, and I'm worried it'll just cost that much more later. And it's like, I don't really, really want them, but I kind of want them. And that's kind of sad. I don't know where I'm at with it, to be honest. Ted says, my wife's wanting to move, so it looks like I have to pack up all my toys here soon, and I just redid it in like June. Yeah, that's something that is a whole mood. I'm worried about it. But when we get an apartment, like we're going to be committed for a minimum of a year, and that's fine. I don't mind, because by then I'll have that. I will make it a point to buy more bins. I'll have like an algorithm in my head. I just keep the bins empty, stacked. I don't plan on displaying everything unless I can't. And when the time comes, because everything by then, that's part of the thing, is that some stuff I'm keeping boxed right now just because I don't think I have room. But something I have to do, because I have the bins now. So what I need to do is, over time, over the next couple of weeks, take stuff out of the boxes, bag them, get all the Marvel Legends in one place, all the superpowers in one place, and all the Motu Origins, which they have their own bin, but that's already full. So I have to move stuff around and try to keep it organized, but it'll be a whole thing. Thank you, honey. I definitely need that, Jim. Let me know where we're at on that, because I have that pack coming. So absolutely yes. Okay. I'm not gonna. I can't say no to that, but I want to be clear. I need to be clear on this, and I'm gonna make it a really serious point here, just because I know you well enough to know where your head's at sometimes, and I realize that you can't just give it away for nothing. But I know how you are with stuff. Do not offer it to me unless you really, really want to sell them. I know you don't want to sell them, but you know where I'm at. Like, you know where my head's at. Just okay. All right. Dr. Pepper's great. Melvor loves Dr. Pepper. Saw that. I'll pull it up in a second. Oh, right on, Ted. There's a complete uncard a repro. Yeah, like that. That's the repros are great, but most of your repros have like the magnets, which is not so bad. They're your spares. Now I don't feel bad at all. So we'll talk. We'll talk, because and I realize there's other figures that are even harder to get in some ways. Like Pharaoh can be kind of hard to get. Like they're all expensive. Like that's part of like but I don't have to get them in like 6 months. I can just take my time and do them over time. So I think I'm probably, there you go. Like Lucis, I don't give a shit about carding. You know that. Like, especially with superpowers, I don't give a shit about that. Definitely into it. Definitely into it, dude. Like, we'll talk about that. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, the loyal subjects line. Yeah, those aren't horrible price wise. But if you look at the turtles, I hate the turtle sculpts on these. I'm going to show you guys this. Give me a second to set it up for you. So I absolutely hate that. I think that's crap. The articulation is awesome, but it's too cartoony. Way too cartoony for me. Those look like they're not actual links. It's just like bent plastic. So that's a big hefty no from me. Notice how they hide the nunchakus? in here. You notice that? I noticed that. That man is playing Galaga. Didn't think we noticed, but we did. But all the rest of these, like Shredder looks amazing. It's not bad. I just like look how smushed Donnie's face looks. Look at that. It's crazy, right? It's nuts. Look at that. It looks like it's about 20% too small. That's just my opinion, though. The price is not awful. I'm not going to sit here and say it is. Yeah, we have one of the exclusives because Suzwana will probably get the rest of them. It's because the scuttlebutt on the movie is that it's horrible, but by Marvel standards, it all depends upon where you are with Marvel. Like, I kind of want to see all that stuff. Not too sure on the quality of other figures in line. Only have the Anang figure. Gotcha. You had mentioned that before, James, and I guess it didn't register, but let me know. Anthony Whitehead says, are you also collecting Superpowers mini comics that came with the figures? Not really. I have these digests of reprints of all the comics from Series 1 and 2, and they didn't do mini comics in Series 3, so technically, in terms of just being able to read them, I already have them all. I have some comics, but I do not go out of my way because the comic digests I have the ID cards and the comics in them, and I would never display those. I would just want them to have them. So having them printed out, I'm okay with it. You know, I'm happy to have them when I come across them, but they're not a priority at all. Definitely watch the unboxing on Monday. Yeah, the Eternals, they've been out for a couple weeks and the people just aren't interested yet. I think they put them on the shelves too early, and with the reviews the movie is getting, I think just like anything else, it's something that if you're a dyed-in-the-wool Marvel fan, it'll probably be great. But for the mainstream MCU sort of fan, it's going to be lost on them, I think. I'm sure that I don't think that the TMNT heads are too wide. I think they're just too smushed vertically. I think they're okay this way in terms of proportion. I always thought the original Playmates ones were too narrow. So I think if he just up to the verticality, 20% be okay. Welcome back, Ted. We haven't watched Dune yet. It's been one of those, like, when she's probably in the mood, I'm not, and vice versa. Because we both lack focus a lot. Hey, Starfox Rain, what's up, man? Good to see you. Starfox was at Retropalooza, and I don't believe we got a ton of film on them, but they hung out a lot over the weekend. They're great people. Jim Largo says Eternals movie figures have no interest. If they did comic accurate version, might pick those up. I see where you're coming with that. You have your mini comics in a binder. Yeah, and that's probably what I would do. I would just keep them nice. Even the mini comics I have for Origins, All right, you guys be able to hear me just fine. You shouldn't be able to hear anything else, no matter what I do.
Holy crap! Yeah.
Hmm. What? Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna play music now. You shouldn't be able to hear it.
I can hear you. Yeah.
You can hear me, but can you hear the music?
No.
All right. I have no idea what the hell that was about. Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Let me know if it gets watery. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try to switch mics and see if it happens again. Oh, I'm already on the right one. Never mind. Oh, this is good. Cool. All right, good. Good, 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 good. What I'm trying to figure out is why the music was bleeding in, because the music, like it totally routed to completely separate audio devices, which is crazy. Like I just met you and this is crazy. Thanks for sticking with it, Chad. I appreciate you. Yeah, the batteries died in the wireless, but batteries lasted a week. Um, and given the fact that I use it for YouTube streaming and work, so I'm totally cool with it. And I have rechargeable batteries and a charger coming as well. Um, fuck you, Star Fox. That's vape. Have yourself a merry little Christmas, Jingle Bells. Fuck you. I don't even know what that's about, Scott. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Suck my dick, you cunt. Yeah, I can't say that word anymore. After I can't say it at all. You know. Um, get off the sink, you fuck. See, this is one of the advantages of having the wireless. I can get rid of this. On the old one, no way. Okay. Ted brings up a really interesting point. It's not just the ships; it's the trucking freight guys that are having problems too. Well, our cat loves being on the countertops for no apparent reason. Bjorn, I can confirm that Entertainment Earth does not take out your money right away when you pre-order something, but they also suck ass as a company. So unless you can't get it anywhere else, don't. Just don't, dude. I have one more thing on pre-order from them, and I'm done. They just shipped me a Venom, and I have a Carnage coming. Once I get that Carnage, I'm done. No more EE for me. Fuck 'em. Oh yeah, full disclosure. Full disclosure. So if I start going, just let me know. Ooh. Amazon, Walmart, and Target spent extra money to pay for dedicated ships only for their products, so maybe. You guys with your Christmas songs, wait till you get to my Christmas stream. I got some Christmas songs for you. She can confirm that shit. She's like, yeah. There are death metal versions of old Christian hymnals that they perverted into other things. So I have those, and I play them every Christmas. Look for the Avatar figure somewhere else. Like, Avatar is in the movie? Really? Starbucks says only toy place I ever ordered from online is BBTS. Yeah, as I came into toys as a modern collector late in the game, I had a very hard learning experience with Castle Grayskull. Like I have a video about that. I got really screwed over by Entertainment Earth. They made it right over time, but like once they had the Castle Grayskull in stock, it took a month for them to ship it to me. They shipped it to the wrong zip code, and then got returned to them. And then I was still in the process of waiting for that to process. And I'm like, I don't know if this thing's going to arrive broken or what. When that happened, Target got Grayskulls in stock, and I said, "Give me a refund right the fuck now." They agreed, so we ordered it from Target, same day delivery, and I had it in my hands that night, and I did the fucking video right then and there. You're on the East Coast, freight travels from west to east. Yeah, being in Texas, I'm not far behind you, man. This is beer.
No.
Technically, it's malt liquor, but it's still beer. Are they trying to like start hype up for the second Avatar that's been 13 years in the making? Oh, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay. I would. Oh shit. Wait. Oh shit. Tony says, "Lovingly freshly groomed look." Thank you, sir. Yeah, I shaved the sides and back of my hair, so I have like ponytail length hair on top, and the beard is, not homeless looking anymore, and the lighting is horrible. This might be blinding. Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna fuck with it. For an after show, they get the low lights. I might up the gain a little bit though, because reasons. Yeah, we're having a few drinks, as you do. No, it's a little better, right? Yeah, it's a little better. We'll do that. So yeah. When I went to Retropalooza, a convention here in town last week, I was going to be doing a panel. As I'm like, I don't want to look homeless, bro. So, so I had the haircut and everything else. People freaked out a little bit, but because the movie was locked, I didn't have to worry about matching my hair to my character anymore. I just went, all right, I want to go full Jason Newsted and do all that shit. So that's what I did. And by the way, that stream was, mwah, I love that stream so much. And I ordered some GI Joe classifieds during the stream, so I blame you, just you, because Bobby and Ryan are innocent. It's on your channel, therefore you're responsible, mate. You're responsible, brother. I love you to death. It was so good to hear your voice and see your smiling face and see them as well. But it's your fault. So I'll call you out when I review them. It's totally fine. It's fine. It's okay. That's what we do, you fucker. Just give me a hard time, brother. You know that. Excuse me. It's 3 POA. 3. Scott Hughes says, "What I don't understand is that occasionally get stuff shipped quicker from the West Coast to South Carolina, to New England, Florida, because reasons." He blinded me. I blinded me too. Like, it's a family thing. Like, we blinded ourselves. I'm just responsible. It's fine though. It's good. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I do too. I have like one or two, no, yeah, 2 old school figures, and the rest are like either reissues or something else. And um, I guess it's okay to say this. I have a lot of vintage GI Joe shells sitting in a bin that I'm going to kind of like disperse with Melvor, and I don't know what's going to become of those, because I can't put them in the trash in good conscience. Excuse me, Kitty. Do not do this to me. Don't bat at my beer and don't bat at my face. Go over here. Bother your mother. Oh, we have an exclusive, chat. We have an exclusive that just came up. So I'm going to share something with you guys that, as far as I know, has never been shared anywhere, because Tony's that fucking cool. I love you, Tony. All right, y'all want to see an exclusive? Y'all want to see an exclusive? I got you. That's the 3 POA podcast logo right there. Pretty badass, right? That's awesome, dude. On the pythons, I'll have to look at them, but tentative, yes, sir. My secrets, I have a lot of them. Vincent Harrison, welcome to the stream, by the way. I have a lot of secrets, most of which I can't tell you. But if you have like a subject matter that you're particularly interested in, feel free to ask a question. I reserve the right to say no. It is, right? It is. God damn it, Scott. Not yet. I'm not there yet, bro. I got shells I gotta look through. I'm not there yet, dude. I'm not there. I'm kind of in on classifieds, but with the 3 3/4 inch, I'm like really cagey about it. I'm really cagey about it. Printing a classified Vamp as we speak. You have to like private message me on like the cost of something like that in terms of what it costs you to print those out, because I might be in on that. Yeah, I saw the pictures, Scott. You're evil, dude. I love you, but you're evil. But there you go. That's, dude. Thank you. I know it's like mid morning for you, but I've had a few drinks, and we're just chilling out, and for you to just be like, "Oh, by the way, you want to just show this off?" Like, yeah. You kidding me? Fucking kidding me? Of course I do. Shit, dude. Cheers. Look, if you're not doing Tony's Patreon, you're just wasting time in life, because he has one of the best, if not the best, Patreons in this space. I don't know what I would do as a viewer if I didn't have that in my life. Go give the man money, like, immediately. Yes, I have pre-ordered the Flying Fist He-Man and the Skeletor, the Laser Blast, whatever the fuck that goes with it. I mean, I would rather have the small ones too, but they're just reissuing the O-ring ones, and they're costing like $20 a figure, 15, $20 a figure. Fuck that. No. So for money invested to what you get out of it, you have to also understand that I've already pre-ordered the Action Force line, which I'm all in on Action Force, especially after reading the comic books I have behind me. Nah, man, like 6 inches where it's at for me. Plus, I have Marvel Legends that mix. It makes way too much sense to dig into that rather than go back on the 3 3/4. Even though I have some like resources and shit, right? So I want the 3 3/4 stuff, but with the maker market being what it is and everything else, it's like, if you don't know about Action Force, Star Fox, get your ass over to BBTS and order you some Action Force, dude, because it's legit. In fact, we have one of the people who are actually an action figure in that line in chat right now. Analog Toys, Tony, the Desert Rat. I saw the backstory in a short film. I saw the first cut of it. It's amazing. Don't pass go. Go directly to fucking Action Force. All day, every day. Do it. I miss something important. Hang on. Oh, open your first beer. All right, mate. Oh wait, you haven't seen this yet. You probably haven't had a chance to watch. any of my recent videos where I show off this glass, but I'm drinking the high gravity malt liquor. I was drinking decent lager until about an hour ago, and now it's like, we're gonna tie one on. Fuck it, have some fun. You're gonna see this like slowly degrade. Cat just took what I could only presume was a massive shit because I can smell it. So I'm trying to find Nerd Rage's. It takes about a week to print the vamp. What's the relative cost on materials for that versus time and all that? Like, what? In other words, what I'm really asking, Jay, is what would you charge me for that scale of a vamp? Because I will, and you can private message me if you don't want to say it in chat, because obviously people will start ordering the shit. But I really want one. I would love one in like a gray vamp in the 6-inch. Holy crap, I would love that. Yeah, Jim, there's an unboxing that I'm filming tomorrow that is Patreon exclusive, and it is so far out of the range of what people think I would collect, but I'm in total love with this toy line. And Jim got a hair up his patoot and sent me a bunch of them. I haven't opened the box yet, but I have a pretty good idea of what's in it. It's pretty crazy. Film cost is pretty low. He says about $40, $20 for a spool, 2 spools. Dude, yeah. When yours is done, let me know, and then next pay cycle, I'll send you the money for the spool if you're willing. I would love to have like a gray one, like one that has. You let me know, like we'll talk, but I'm totally in on the damn 6-inch vamp, dude. That's all it costs to print that thing. That's insane. That is insane. Bjorn says that I'm a Motu enabler. I mean, am I? I guess I am. Yeah, we're not spoiling that box because I think that is a very special box. Yeah, I'm eventually going to get my own 3D printer, but I'm going to make Nerd Rage my my guru / my sensei, so I don't make all the mistakes and all that, like the pratfalls that he had to go through. Because I remember when he got a 3D printer for the first time 5-6 years ago, and all the shit he had to go through. So I'm going to allow him to teach me the ways, because when I get into a place where I can start reliably printing stuff, like, oh shit, you haven't seen the stuff I want to print. It's crazy. Well, I know you're on my Patreon. I know that. Don't worry about that. I wasn't even referring to that at all. I was saying Tony's. I don't know what we're referencing. I apologize. Jesse says, I'm a toy enabler helping some in the community find hard stuff. This community is great. Yeah, Jesse's amazing about that. He's helped me on multiple occasions with some really hard to find stuff, and you are the freaking best. You are the most epic of all badgers, my friend. Yeah, the Axis Force Steel Brigade's amazing. Robert Chambers Jr. has joined in and said, greetings, enjoyed Tony's stream. You both are good guys. Cheers. Got to go to bed now. Have a good 5 a.m. Good work. Robert Chambers, thank you, man. Appreciate that. You have a good sleep. Sue says, look, all I will say is I went to mailbox today, dropped that box on the counter. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, she said it's like this big. And based on what I know about what's in there, I'm like, yeah. I didn't expect that box for another couple days, though. I was hoping I would be able to duck it and get around it. Nurray says, I'm printing the vamp in black, debating modeling it as an SAS colors or putting olive drab. Yeah, black is good too. So if you could do me the honor of like giving me pictures of just the raw printed version, and then I can kind of make a decision from there, because black sounds good too. I hadn't even considered black, man. That's pretty cool. And by the way, I appreciate you letting me just randomly volunteer you for this shit. I'm sorry. Sorry. You probably have other printing stuff. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And I guess I still owe you a collaboration. I haven't forgotten. Like, we're still going to do that on YouTube, on your channel. If you're not subscribed to Nerd Rage, like, you're also doing YouTube wrong, because he's a very honest, honorable, and opinionated voice in the community. Like, he doesn't back away from shit. If you want some, like, really, like, cutting rhetoric without it being, like, cringy or um uh, edgelord, for lack of a better word, like, that's your guy, because he's just like, just gives it like it is, and his technical stuff is only getting better. Like, but what he has to say, right there, like, one of my best friends in the community. I love that guy to death. Go subscribe to him immediately. If you don't know where to find him, easy place to go is go to my unboxing video from him, so you can get an idea of what he's into. And the link's right there in the description, so you get to help me and him at the same time for no money at all. It's pretty cool. See, you're already making money, bro. Oh yeah, bro. Like, yeah. We can do that. I'm catching up. James Helper says Steel Brigades will have a make your own file card. Future release won't include that. Get yours now. Yes. We got 2 subs to Nerd Rage. That's amazing. Yeah, just based upon the box that he sent, it should give you an idea of, like, how wide his stuff goes. And that's just toys. The guy talks about RPGs and video games and everything. Just check him out. He's great. He's great. Thank you, Will. Appreciate that. Tony, if you're still here, tell me what kind of beer you're drinking, because I don't know what you drink right now. I miss Twitch. Because on Twitch I can play anything I want. And, well, anything I want. It's getting worse. But here, if I even play one song, like, the whole stream could be over if it's from the wrong publisher. Even stuff I own the rights to, I can get taken down. It's weird. Like, I have full rights to everything that the Senseless did, but because he distributed the first record through CD Baby, they were so weird about it. It's not worth the getting the whole stream taken down over that crash. Well, yeah, Star Fox. The only reason I even use this platform, StreamYard, to go to YouTube is because my internet connection is absolute crap otherwise. And I can do Twitch with it, but with gameplay, it's like really truncated, and it's just not the quality that my community deserves. They don't care, but I do. Oh, and Tony, again, if you're still here, I'm using the wireless Boya now, and I've had to, like, mess with the volume settings, and the battery's just out on me. Good times. Whoop. World Made Cardboard said, survived the movie. Don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight. Always comment. I hate Rose. You actually watched The Last Jedi? Yeah, that's a rough one. It's a rough one, dude. Glad you made it. Jay, can I show this picture on stream, dude? Ted says, another YouTuber I watch paid for a catalog of music to use on here. Well, I have music I can use, but just doing it through StreamYard, the sound gets weird because it prioritizes the music frequencies over the mic sometimes. So it makes it all weird. So do y'all want to see the vamp in progress? I can show that to you right now. Spoilers, I'm going to show it to you anyway. But that's an in progress of the vamp as he's printing it. And relative to the cost that he's talking about, that's freaking amazing. Like, I'm really impressed with that. Like, really impressed. It's pretty great. I'll move myself over here. Make it a little easier. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So, obviously, he's going to have to upcharge a little bit, if people really, really want one, because I think it's only fair for him to do. I got first dibs, no backsies, but yeah, that's pretty BA. That's really, really cool. Really, really cool. Not wrong. That's really cool. And again, 6-inch, and the community, the fans are doing the best work, as Michael says. It's so perfect. Well, he's printing that for himself, and he quoted me on the materials. I don't know if he's actually going to sell them because it's not his design, I'm presuming. So that would be a question for him. And I don't know if he has the capacity to kind of like. And I apologize to him in advance. Like, I didn't anticipate this kind of like landslide. Like, oh my god. He's just a private dude like the rest of us. He doesn't have like a high capacity printer that like this takes a week to build, and there's a whole thing with it. So let's not treat him like a seller because that's not why he's talking about this. He's a collector like you and I. So I will leave it up to him to talk to you guys individually about what he wants to do. This is not what that's about. The only reason I even said it out loud is because I have had a few beers and we are friends. I don't want to speak for him, but I will say that relative to everything else that's out in the market right now, even a substantial upsell in terms of like marking it up would still be really cheap for what it is. So let him finish the first one, let him finish the prototype, and figure out where to go from there. So he says, correct, the design is not mine, but it was made for 3.75, but it can be rescaled to classic 165% scale. Which, if I'm not wrong, if I'm correct, it's the same. Like that's what you did right there, right? That was upscaled, correct? He said, I'll see what I can do, no promises. That's the best possible answer you could have given, man. But you and I will talk. All right? And I'll show it off, and then maybe if you can't do it, maybe we can find a maker that has the capacity and time and so forth to make it work. But that's a long print time, dude. No worries, Scott. I appreciate you. You guys give me like 5 minutes. I gotta pee. Not even 5 minutes, but I gotta pee really bad. Right back. Thank you for your patience, guys. I'm back. Jay, that most recent picture you shared, do you want me to show that too? Understanding the reaction the last one got? Okay, dude. I'm with you, bro. I got you. No, I also appreciate how you framed that. Like that's the you that I know. I just want to make sure that we're not over promising this and that. So bear in mind, Nerd Rage, Jay is not a seller at this point. He's prototyping all of this stuff and has to figure out like lead times and all that stuff if it is even feasible for him to do this. Okay, this is strictly being done as a here's what can be done. Okay, all right. I hope that's pretty obvious what that is. No worries, World Meta Cardboard. I appreciate you. Are you talking about the Dancing Godzilla? That is not someone I know personally. Someone did that for someone for their birthday. They presumably were working on the Legendary Pictures on the film, but I reached out to the person that did the original video and tried to get the rights to that, and I got no answer. So what I'm doing in the process of doing now with Yoshifu is having that reworked into something that's uniquely ours, so that we can have full rights to use it however we want. So, but what Nerd Rage has on display here is really great. Just so we're being full disclosure, he's like, look, he really wants to be. Look what I have, right? And I totally get that. Like, I get that. Where's Wooks? I missed him. Oh yeah, dude. You kidding me? This is like old school Twitch shit right here. I like to ramp up the ABV a little bit when I'm legitimately trying to tie one on. Yeah, that kicks a bit. And I have this whole pint glass. And I have another whole one in the fridge. I don't think I'll make it into the next one, but I have light beer to kind of carry over. So I start out with like a solid lager that just gives you like a slight buzz and just lets it keep. Yingling's great for that. Like it's good for just enjoying beer, right? Then you have high ABV, high gravity stuff like Steel Reserve, which is like hit you quick, hit you fast. And then your more traditional domestics are somewhere in the middle in a weird way. Like they're not really enjoyable flavor wise, but they will get into the system faster. And the cat is sniffing the air on the sink again. Stop. She doesn't like being held, which sucks. So I would totally be much, 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 much more gentle with her. But I have to just pick her up and support her bottom and get her out of the way. Yeah, they used to be in a glass bottle for the longest time, but about 5 years ago or so, they switched to a plastic bottle, which I was like, whatever, it's lame, but whatever. The idea being that people that drink that on the regular, and I included myself in that for a long time, malt liquors were kind of my jam because you could spend a little bit of money, and if you get a good malt liquor, like they taste good, they really do. If you're into beer, and they do the trick, right? So that's kind of like the trifecta, right? But because people that would drink those on the regular just to try and maximize their drunkenness, they'd be on the street or the corner or wherever, they'd be outside, they would break them on the sidewalk. It becomes a public safety issue. So to reduce liability, all those companies, most of them, switched to plastic bottles a few years ago. I love Colt 45, and there's a great Colt 45 reference in my video premiering on Monday. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. There you go, Give Me Joe's. But, you know, so just to give you guys full perspective, I have 3 totes full of bagged figures off the card. I have 2 more totes
No.
of box figures, and then another tote of like random parts. And right now, that's my toy collection, plus a few bangs and baubles floating around. It's getting big, kids. It's getting big. It's I was outgrowing this place before Sue's moved here, and we're rapidly just going nuts. Between her stuff, my stuff, the toys are a separate entity altogether because her toys are also boxed or binned, if you will, in one of the bins that I bought today. And it's just like, fuck, it's getting crazy. It's getting really nuts. And I'm pretty sure, like, there might be an Angela floating around somewhere in that corner that I haven't hit yet. I know she has like multiples. For as far as I know, I only grabbed like 2 or 3. I think you have 4.
Well, the one is bagged in my car.
Oh, you brought that with you.
No, it's when we brought that was loose.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'll just toss that into one of the bins then. James Helper goes, my wife keeps questioning why I'm ordering new but have my locker and selling down. Because you're making room for the new stuff in your storage locker. That's how it works. Time for a cabin on a lake somewhere. We've way past that. We've needed a bigger place for a while, but we're waiting on something to clear. Credit. We paid it off like a month and a half ago or so. We're just waiting for that to clear because without that, we're getting denied everywhere. So Ted Miller says I have at least 300 3 3/4 inch and 6-inch Star Wars figures. Those classic vehicles have to bag and box up clear before too long. Like that's the whole thing. If you need a good source on relatively inexpensive bags, let me know. Because the bags I use are really high quality, but they're not going to break the bank, and they work for both 3 3/4 and 6-inch very easily. With the 3 3/4, the way you bag it, you've probably seen the video, but the way I fold it ends up working out like a plastic bubble, like you could buy for those, like the shells. The bag, the way it's folded, can work the same way for 3 3/4. For 6-inch, it's similar, just not quite as robust, and it works. Put a rubber band on it, done. It's good stuff. Let me know if you need help with that. And she's on the sink again. When her mother's home, she just goes nuts. And we already played tonight. We have a little laser pointer. I try to wear her out. it doesn't work that well. And she's not quite zoomy enough for me to think, well, I should do that too. But you sent a picture of the hobo stove? Let's see.
Oh, hey,
Shit.
no.
What do you make these for, Bjorn? Like, I'm not trying to like throw shade, but I don't understand. I don't understand what this is for. But this is what he's referring to. Hobo stove. Looks like a can. Well, happy Halloween to you, Daniel Dorian. Nice to see you. But hobo stove people, like there it is. But tell me what it is. Wook says hobo stove made of an Altoids can of wire alcohol gel for camping. Okay, all right. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Something to cook when we don't have anything. Yeah, I get you on that. It's for the coming economic downfall. Like you're not entirely wrong, Ted. For as much as they charge for goddamn toys, imagine what they'll charge for water and everything in between. Dude, I get it. I really get it because I took a break from gaming for a long time, and I ended up just like binging content, and then got into toy collecting. Like I have so many hobbies. It's not even funny. Yeah, Daniel. We have the Shout Factory / Scream Factory Friday 13th box set, which we managed to get on sale for $100. It's around 130 right now. That's very worth it. But there are streaming services if you already have them, or if you want to get add-ons to Prime Video or something else. It's not crazy expensive to get where it's at. I forget which one they're on. But there's a site which I'll link if I can. So you can see what is on what if you're not into Blu-rays. If you ever want to know what a movie is streaming on at any given time, realgood.com is where it's at. My favorite. Now, as a dyed-in-the-wool slasher fan, and Halloween in particular, I gotta say, to me, the timeline is Halloween, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills. I love all the subsequent Halloween movies with the mid to late 90s ones being excluded. But man, if you haven't seen Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, oh my fuck, check those out. Halloween Kills was amazing for what it was. Really good. Really, really good. Yeah, if you could, and I'm not trying to like make any assumptions about anything, but if you can afford it, on Amazon you can probably get the best price. But that Friday the 13th box set is hands down by far the best, and it goes all the way through. It does all the original Friday the 13th, including up to Jason X, has Freddy vs. Jason, and it has the remake and a ton of special features. It's totally worth it. And as someone who owns most of those movies, like I had the first 8 on Blu-ray, and I had like Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X on DVD, and then the Freddy vs. Jason and the remake. I already had all those, but have them in that format that all fits together with better transfers, more special features, it's an easy buy because so many of the movies get a better transfer they've ever had before. Totally worth it, dude. Totally worth it. Jim Salzberg says I was actually knocked out when bringing them to the floor. TRU when I worked there. For I'm guessing that was for hobo stoves. Yeah, Power Rangers, right? I'm trying to catch up. I'm sorry, guys. Starbucks said I just finished watching the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Classic. Classic. And I hope that you saw the Game Chasers top 5 horror movie thing. That's Rob's first Game Chasers adjacent video, aside from being in the movie, which is cool. So it's weird, like they're branching out. Like I'm gonna be in a Toy Chasers episode, which might come out in the next 3 years, and he got to be in a Game Chasers video right away, but that's okay. I'm not mad about it. Okay, Star Fox, why did you hate Halloween Kills? Because I totally get it. Like, depending upon what you're looking for, it may not be the thing, right? Well, I guess my question is, did you like the Halloween 2018? If you didn't like that, Halloween Kills would suck for you anyway. But if you did like Halloween 2018, what about Halloween Kills didn't deliver for you? I'm just asking. Oh shit. Carl, and by the way, hi Gojitron, asks how many kaiju films do I have in physical media? I have let me just show you what I have. It's a weird question because they're not all here, so I can't say for sure. I have a pretty big chunk. I have Godzilla Gojira, the original Criterion Collection. I have all the 90s stuff into 2000 through Final Wars. The Showa era, I don't have any of, but I want to get that thing. It's just it's so expensive for what it is. I'm like, because I would have to make a case for it and then just keep the book on a shelf, kind of a thing. So that's almost going to be a housewarming gift for me when we move. I don't have that yet. The Criterion Showa era thing. I have. If it comes down to $100, I'll probably get it. I have all the Legendary Films versions of everything, and I don't touch camera and most of the like offshoots too much. But I love watching them. You know. Oh, right on, dude. Thanks. The Blu-ray of Return of the Living Dead is amazing. Yeah, and it's hard to come by now. Like you can get it. I don't know if they reprinted it recently, but I got it right before it went out of print. I'm so happy I got it at retail. Like I view movies the same way I do toys and video games, where it's like I want to get it in a certain place. And Return of the Living Dead was for me a big get, Daniel. I was very happy to get it. I've had the documentary as a download from YouTube for years, and that was my main reason to get that particular Blu-ray, to have a hard copy of that. I would say that and that's how I am with movies. It's all about the behind-the-scenes stuff. If it's a long BTS, like I'm buying it. I don't care about the transfer. The transfer is a bonus. I can find the movie in places, right? So yeah, the box set that has everything up to Gates Goes to Hell and commentary, dude. Yeah, so you're looking at the original, like all the movies up to that point. That's out of print and really hard to get. So if I'm being completely honest, Whoops, take that DVD set, put it on eBay. You can easily sell it for $1.50. easily. If someone wants that particular version, and then turn around, buy this new Blu-ray set, and you still have a profit. I don't even want to know about that. So you loved Halloween 2018. So what was it missing? Evil dies tonight, then kills a whole mob. Yeah, that's fair. Jesse Hughes, like I gave him mod, like just because he's a friend and I needed help. He's a really, really good moderator, man. He's like, Halloween kills. You know what else kills? Not clicking the like button kills my heart. Dude, I love you so much. You're like the best dude. Like I love you. Wook says, I thought it was cool learning that Jason Goes to Hell has a couple tongue-in-cheek references to Evil Dead Nash. It does. It really does. And I don't think I don't think the Crystal Lake documentary is on this new release. I don't think it is. It might be. But I have that on Blu-ray. If you don't have it, Crystal Lake Memories and Never Sleep Again, those are mandatory Blu-ray buys. No matter what you have for the movies, just get those first. Because Crystal Lake Memories is like 6 or 7 hours long, and Never Sleep Again is like 4 hours long. Those are amazing documentaries. On top of that, look at In Search of Darkness. They actually, it expires tomorrow, but you can get all 3 of their horror documentaries in one pack for about $100, and they're worth it because they're about 4.5 hours a pop. They have 3 of them. They've made 2. They're making a 3rd one. So you're getting like, I don't know, what's the math there? 14, 15 hours of content for a relatively low cost. You're getting them on Blu-ray. You're also getting digital copies of them and posters that go with it. It's amazing. And that pre-order goes dead at midnight tomorrow. Like it's really like I've seen the first 2 and they're so good. I can't wait to have those in my possession. We pre-ordered those a couple weeks ago. Okay, Steve, you got the Criterion show us set, pay in the ass to store, but looks nice. Yeah, so like for me, I would just make a custom case to store everything, and it's not that hard because there's a place I can get Blu-ray cases in almost any size, and I can print a cover, right? So the idea would be, get the book, pull the discs out, put them in the cases, and then display the 2 separately. I can't do that. Like I gotta have the Blu-ray in a practical case. That's a pretty problem. And we should talk about that on Wednesday in detail, like how Godzilla's been kind of maligned on physical release because that's a whole thing. Evil Dead trilogy, like that needs a box set, a proper box set. Daniel's not wrong. Halloween 5 was pure Wampa shit. You're right. Because you also enjoyed Halloween 3 not knowing it's not like all that. Dude, Season of the Witch is great. It's totally. I love Season of the Witch. I agree that I wish they'd never done Halloween 2. Season of the Witch was the sequel. And it became an anthology series. And then fast forward to 2018, you get Halloween 2018. Done. Good. Daniel Dorian says, in terms of physical media, I collect a lot of retro games and game consoles. Oh, yeah, dude. Right up my alley. That's where I started from. I have a ton of retro gaming content on this channel. There's a stack of games I've never talked about that I've gotten in the last 2 years. Like about 10 games. I just like, hey, this and this. Just before I moved to Texas, I had acquired a Vader all black 2600 Atari that I was really proud of. I'm still proud of. But I have Atari 2600 through PlayStation 4. Almost every console. There's a few pieces I'm missing, but I'm really into that. I have not seen Day of the Beast, but I'll check it out based on your recommendation because I know how discerning you are, sir. We're both Red Letter Media fans, so we're there in a heartbeat. I also love Jason Goes to Hell, and it's okay your caps are on. Yeah, the remake of Friday 13th, which like kind of crammed 1 through 3, 1 through 4 into one movie, I thought was great. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. What time am I doing a Patreon unboxing tomorrow? Got a graduation to go to. I'm not doing it live. It's going to be a recorded video, like all my unboxings. So don't worry about that. The unboxing that is scheduled for Monday is something totally different. But what he's talking about is the box I have sitting in Suze's Jeep that's gigantic. I know mainly what's in it, but seeing them in the flesh and everything is gonna be great. So I don't want to spoil it. It's Patreon exclusive. It's gonna be recording. So if you want to see some like off the wall toy stuff and an unboxing, and you're not a Patreon, maybe go over to Patreon and check that out. Because we got some good stuff over there, and I'm even more candid there than I am here. I tell everybody exactly what's going on, and I'm just honest about where we're at, and I realize I'm starting to sound drunk if I didn't already sound drunk. Yeah, man. I've been collecting retro gaming for 9 or 10 years now. I went a little nuts in 2012, and I bought like a Nintendo. I have a top loader, and I have an SNES Mini. At least one Dreamcast, if not two, a Genesis, 3 Ataris actually. I'm really after a ColecoVision because that was like one of my first consoles. I inherited one from my mother, but the son of the boyfriend came and stole a bunch of stuff that he thought was valuable when she died, and the ColecoVision was one of them. He's a fucking dickhead. He's gonna die alone and unhappy, and that's good enough for me. So there was a ColecoVision that showed up at the convention. It's just the console and the controllers. It was $50, and I didn't see it on the floor. And even Dodongo was like, "Dude, just make him an offer." And I was like, "I don't really have the money," and I didn't. I still don't. Um, but I wish I'd have gotten it. ColecoVision is like the pie in the sky, and then the next pie in the sky is a Sega Master System. I know those are only getting more expensive at this point. Um, but I'm heavy into retro gaming, dude. I love it to death. Love it to death. But I have ROM sets for almost everything you can think of. But I still want the consoles. So what are you gonna do? I've never owned a 7800 Nerd Rage. I want one. Nice, nice Star Fox. Nice. Yeah, Bjorn, I'm the same way. Like I like straight talk, and that's a shame, Daniel, because it plays PAL. The top loader is great, but you have limitations on the sound output, which is part of why it's kind of like you need to mod it and stuff. But it's more reliable. Jesse Hughes asks, "What console did you get the best value from?" Well, I love the N64 on so many games from the Xbox 360 Slim. You more internet. That's a hard question. I would say that the Xbox family probably has the best value game per system, even now. I love the PlayStation family to this day, but Xbox kind of takes the cake on that, especially 360. It kind of ruled the world there in the same way that NES did for a while. So honestly, 360. Well, I'll say that in a heartbeat. Yeah, absolutely. Um, I do play retro consoles and emulators. I do both. I have Launchbox, and I have a paid subscription to that software. I don't just play the consoles; I play the arcade stuff as well. It's an amazing system. I have complete ROM sets for almost every console. But I want to own certain games, most games, in physical, and I have a lot. I have a lot. There's a PS1, then SNES, and yeah, I get you. Evercade's great. I also have the VR version of that of something similar. Um, but I'm a Launchbox guy. Star Fox says I need to send the pics to the Discord. My dad and I were at his girlfriend's mom's house checking on it since he doesn't say it anymore, and found so many box Odyssey 2 games, and then let me have free Odyssey 2 games. Shit. And Zeus gets the most value out of her PS3 because we play all the old PS1 games as well. Good call out. But what she doesn't know is that we own more than one PS2. But PS3 is pretty good. Yeah, they're kind of failing on those. With PS3, though, it's a bit dodgy because PS3 is such a unique architecture. It's kind of hard to emulate. But, you know. Ooh. Yeah, there are some things. Like, I don't want to spoil the next Game Changers episode, but I filmed some stuff for Billy, and he got some really good deals. But he says dills. Um, it's really good. It's really old shit. And he got like bro prices out the wazoo on these really old games. I hope it makes print because really good deals. Really good deals. Bjorn, I played Pong on a integrated Pong console on a black and white TV. That was my first gaming system ever. True story. It was like a dozen games of Pong on a black and white TV. And I don't think my parents still had it. Even my dad died. But that was something I was looking for in the basement when Mom died. That's for sure. The Nintendo Online N64 passengers is struggling for quality, bad lag. Yeah, it's horrible because their connection sucks. Their server connection is horrible. Their online has sucked for a long time, Jesse, and it's not getting any better. I hope it does, but that's the online component being so horrible is a big portion of why I don't own a Switch. I want one really bad, but I just can't. I can't do it until their online works. You love your PS3? I'm right there. Yeah, I wouldn't even necessarily consider uh, the Pong console a console, but the 2600 was your first. My grandparents got one, and I don't know when they got it, but the first console I remember playing was a ColecoVision, and then we got a 2600 like right after that. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Jim Largo says, any PC games ever heard of console games? Yeah, a lot actually. I play a ton of PC. Um, Destiny 2, which is probably one of my current favorite games, got a PC port a few years ago, and right after launch, but they moved to Steam recently, and I was like, well, I'm definitely there. Is amazing. All the Deus Ex stuff, all the Splinter Cell stuff, basically anything that came out on console with very few exceptions. If it's on PC, I would rather play it on PC. I have a pretty powerful computer, so why wouldn't I take advantage of that? There's a ton of them. I'm a big PC gamer. Daniel says, when playing retro consoles, I like to play on original hardware best I can if I'm at a mate's house using simulators. Yeah, I much prefer consoles when I can, but for convenience, emulation is almost flawless at this point for most consoles. Yeah, I have dual 980 Ti's, 64 gigs of RAM. It's not crazy, but it works, and I can just swap out the CPU and the GPU pretty easily if I have to. But the base specs of the system are kind of nuts. Mass Effect is not a game I'm hugely into, but I'm going to get back into it. Like, she's a big mark for it, and a lot of people I'm really, really close to are big into it. And I was like, I got to give it a shot. Ooh, a Ryzen 7 5800X. That's a beast. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bjorn, about your back. I hope you're okay. I completely disagree with the NES, SNES minis. I think those were like cash grabs and suck ass. Sorry. I think they're shit. Reds! Awesome. I think all the minis are shit, but I'm with you on that. Sony's PS1 mini was like total turd by comparison. 100%. I mean, I wish Nintendo would have just put the R&D into like good online support. They could just do it all through the Switch, but that's me. Oh, pardon me. There you go. There you go. Red says the GameStar went to go to has a new Mass Effect collection. We score pass on it. I'm on the fence with that shit. I'm not sure how. I want to get it on PC. I don't know if the collections that they have are worth it or not yet. Like, that's something I'll buy in a flash sale. My Steam's not open, otherwise I'd open it and be like, what do I have? You heard it from the woman herself, who is the biggest Mass Effect fan I know. See, with the amount of effort you had to do to get that, Star Fox, I would just do a Raspberry Pi at that point. But that's me. Yeah, I nabbed that on a flash sale, Rez, and for The Walking Dead, and I was like, done. Wook says, I never really have time to play anything other than Destiny or random retro games on my Raspberry Pi. There you go. I haven't played Destiny. I haven't touched Festival of the Lost yet. So after I'm done with the storage stuff tomorrow, I'll probably be, grinding like crazy, and then Monday and early Tuesday just to get whatever I think I want. But I just don't care. I like playing the game. I love playing the game. We pre-ordered the collector's edition without the game of the new stuff for Witch Queen, and we're going to get the digital stuff and everything else. But I'm not interested in the bangs and bobbles. I just want to get power levels and just play and have fun. Especially with Transmog, I'm like, I don't care about new armor. I can look like what I want to look like. I don't care. Jim Lago says I got the SNES Mini for my son. He likes it. It was inexpensive. The Raspberry Pi with the game emulator is probably next. That's a good move. You need any help? Let me know. You've been playing Resident Evil VR a lot lately and going back to Dying Light on my Switch. Dying Light's a great game. I really enjoyed it. The Walking Dead Telltales are great. There are some playthroughs of that on the Twitch channel. Oh yeah, I think Super Castlevania 4 is probably the best 16-bit game ever. Period. And the first three NES Castlevania games are great. The Game Boy games are good too. Jesse Hughes mostly on PCs and real-time strategy genre, looking for Age of Empires 4 House out. Yeah, I remember sitting through RTS games for a buddy while waiting to go to the bar back in like 2000, 2001. It was like, oh my god, really? Are there any new games that seem interesting to me? Yes and no. Become so entrenched in Destiny 2, I don't go out of my way to like look at newer games. Because Destiny 2 is this ongoing thing that I'm very invested in. But, we'll see. 8BitDo does make some great SNES controllers you can use Raspberry Pi or PC. I happen to have an 8BitDo controller right here. You can't really see. Well, I'm going to turn the lights on so you can see it. This is made for Switch and PC. It's got paddles underneath. It's about $40. It's very much worth that price. I use it on PC all the time. I absolutely adore it. Yeah, I have a lot of friends looking for Vampire the Masquerade. It's supposed to be really good. Exactly. I have Horizon Zero Dawn. Never played it, but everyone I know that I respect that's played it loves it. It's universally accepted as a great game. Yeah, I agree with that. Whew. You guys are just chatting away. I think I'm starting to wind down here. I'm sure my speech is slowing down and it's slurring a little bit. We're having fun. You should sell it like the Charlotte Heston. You maniacs! You blew it up! You're not wrong. So, yeah, it's all Central Time Zone. Yep. And that's where I'm at right now. So, it is 11:34 right now. So, I'm going to give it, we'll call it 10 minutes of, yeah, I know. I didn't have a Omega Man quote in my head. I'm sorry. I'm horrible. Sorry, James. I am tired. I am tired and drunk. I'm going to be flatly honest. I'm drunk. But I'll give you guys 5 to 10 minutes of like rapid fire Q&A if you got anything, and then we'll get out of here. Both. It's both. Yeah, if she's going to sleep, that means this is going to go by the way the dodo here very shortly. All time zones are valid, Jesse. All right, James. I love you. We'll see you soon. Yes. But I'll give you a couple more minutes for questions if you have them. I miss playing music in stream. I can hear it. You can't. It helps. Like I'm listening to Testament right now. You should be listening to Testament right now. Thanks, Ted. Thanks for the idea. It was your idea. Good night, Nerd Rage. I appreciate you. We'll talk soon. Right on. Everyone's cutting out. That means I'm cutting out. Folks, thank you for indulging this very, very debaucherous thing. Love you guys to death. You can hear the music? Oh, that's great. Anyways, I'm out of here. I love you guys. We'll see you on Monday for the premiere of the unboxing, and then Wednesday for a live chat with Coachitron. Guys are the best. Jim Largo with the last question says, is life a cosmic donut, or is it jelly filled, or is there a whole reality? Yes. That's the answer.